Hey everybody, this is Albert, Taxman Corey, with another edition of the Taxman Show, where every day we come on and we ask the questions to make sure you get all your questions asked and building your business and getting all your accounting and QuickBooks and all the questions asked you to get all the best financial services. Today's question, hey Scott. Today's question we're going to ask is, the IRS will pay for your education. That's right. The IRS pays for your education. Guys, it doesn't matter. See, everybody who comes in my office, and I've been doing tax returns for over 35 years, everybody thinks that the IRS will only pay if you go to a 4-year school, master's degree, and doctorate. Well, guess what? That's not true. If you go to any webinar, if you pay for any webinars, you pay for any mentor, you go to Las Vegas, you go on a trip to learn something, the IRS will pay for it. That's right, they'll pay for it. Why? Because guess what? They want you to go out and learn. They want you to be super smart, so you go out, and when you're super smart, they're going to assume you're going to make a whole lot more money someday, and then they'll be able to collect more money. People don't realize that, when you pay for mentors, who's going to help you take you to the next level, that's a deduction for the same reason. All right? People don't understand is that when you pay for webinars are the same thing. That becomes a deduction. Buying books, online classes, all that becomes deductions. The problem is now today is the problem that we're seeing today is the only way you can deduct it is you have to either have a self-employed business or a corporation or LLC. Well, here's the difference. A small business goes on a Schedule C. That could be a realtor, if you're a realtor. If you're trying to be a coach, if you do MLM industry, if you anything you're trying to move forward, cutting grass, it really doesn't matter what you're doing. The difference is that if you're going to try to do it on your personal tax return, then you better have a business card. You better have a business card. You better have a website, because the IRS is going to try to make sure that you're not a phony. So if you have a business card made, if you're a realtor, if you're doing cutting grass, if you're doing babysitting, whatever you need to do, you need a business card made. Because what starts to happen is, and I've seen it a bunch of times for people who did it that didn't come to my office, and I'm cleaning up the mess, cleaning up their messes, the IRS can check a Schedule C, which is on your personal tax return. But when you open up a corporation, all right, when you have a corporation or a 2-member LLC, then it's not as hard as they detect, because what happens is with corporations, okay, bottom line is, if you have a sub-S company or a 2-partner LLC, you get like a dividend check. You get dividends on your tax return, and it's kind of a lot harder for them to set up an audit report or to go chase you down. Okay, this can be important because I've seen one this year that I didn't do the return, that they had a trucking company and they did everything on a Schedule C income, and guess what? The IRS computer picked it out that he made $195,000 and he only showed $8,000 income. And dude, in my world, okay, I wouldn't do that. Okay, when you're making $150,000 a year, you got to show about $10,000, $15,000 profit. And then you're going to have to pay Social Security tax on that money so that the government doesn't pick you up. He went somebody else. He got busted by the IRS. And the sad part of the story was I got him off from one of my Google, off of my Google. If you Google Highly Accountant, I'm there at the top. Okay, so he found me, he came in, and the sad thing about it was when he went to go talk to that person, who did their return, they won't answer the questions. They weren't not there. I am there all the time. By the way, if you have any questions or comments, you always can post it below, or you can put it in the instant messenger box. I'm here all the time. I'll answer all your questions. If you're watching this if you're watching this on Instagram, if you're watching this on YouTube, put a comment in the box and I will answer it for you. Remember, sharing is caring. So anyway, so if you have a corporation, and by the way, make sure, this is something else that I'm getting a bunch of emails are. If you have a corporation, okay, the renewal is due by May 1st in Florida. If you have corporations, please check the states to see when's it due and how's it due. Every state is different. So if you have any questions or comments, you can always leave it below. Another thing I like to tell people is if you haven't done your tax return yet, guess what? I'm here all the time to make sure you get it done. All right, so we're here all the time. So if anybody's watching me, has any questions, anybody wants to come on now, I like talking to people. I like talking to people. I like answering everybody's questions. And I try to come on every day. I would like to know whether it's better for me to be coming on at 7:30 at night or 9:30 in the morning. That's kind of what we want to know. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for today. And by the way, another cool thing is a couple of cool things happened to me this week. I like to say that I had 134 reviews on Google. I think I have one of the highest in the Miami area. I have a 4.8 rating, which I thought that was pretty cool. I started writing my book. I had somebody help me write it. We got that started this week. So, okay, guys, so I'll talk to everybody soon. Remember, sharing is caring, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.